I genuinely believe that for the majority of the people on this planet who work hard don't actually get what they deserve. Often I will go out, whenever I go out, I see people, construction workers, working extremely hard and really struggling under the heat. And it makes me feel really bad because I'm like, I know for a fact there are people out there on this planet, who do close to nothing and live a fantastic life. And then there are people who give their all and yet they're living a pretty freaking crappy life. And that's very sad to me. But I always believe that at some point it will change. And it's funny because there's not one specific way in which that will actually change it. There's no streamlined way in, okay, you work hard, work hard, work hard, and you'll get success. It often doesn't go like that. Sometimes you work tirelessly and get success through someone else. And you may consider yourself lucky, but it's not luck, it was meant to happen. The work that you have put in, you deserve that. Except you didn't get it the way that you expected to. You may be a young teen, whatever, and you may question yourself. You may find yourself really lucky. You're born in a wealthy family, everything is going great, you have almost everything going well for you, and you may consider yourself lucky. But is it really luck? Because your parents worked extremely hard to provide this environment for you, to provide this life for you. So is it really luck? I don't think it's luck. Things don't just happen for nothing, for no reason. They happen for some reason. There is some reason that you may not know now, but you eventually will. And that's something that I have learned. Even though I'm like only 18, I'm not that wise or anything. I've learned that, oftentimes at different stages in life, something will happen that may be a good or bad thing, and eventually you may not understand why it happened. A couple years later, you will, and you will actually be grateful it happened, even though it may actually be a bad thing. The point is, if you stay genuine and just stay true to what you're doing on a daily basis and give it your all, at some point you will be rewarded. At some point you will be rewarded, and it can happen in the most unexpected way, as most people have this mindset and idea, and even I have at times that you work and get success that way, but it can happen in the most unexpected way. Everything may be seeming to go downhill, and one certain day you wake up and your life is great. I think I read this line from Steve Jobs a couple of years ago that basically what he said was everything that happens in your life is connected in some way, and something that happens now will lead to something later on, and it might be even the smallest of things. I have this freaking can right here. Let's say I freaking open it and my finger gets cut or whatever. There's a reason for that. It may be freaking stupid to hear, I know, but there is a reason for that. And I don't know the reason now. I may know it tomorrow, I may know it a couple of months later. What goes around will always come around, and when you put in effort, the reward for that effort will come in at some point. I don't want to say, be cliche and be like, oh, don't give up, keep going. I don't want to do that, but don't stop, because is there really any point in living life if you stop going after what you want? Let's say there's something ridiculous that you want. Is there really any point in not going after it? Because if you don't go after it, you're just going to be living a pretty freaking average life. And unless you want to live an average life and that excites you, great. But for most people, it doesn't for me. And I find it interesting that a lot of people don't go after their dreams. And some people genuinely can't afford to do so. But most people, they have a dream and yet they just ignore it. Why would you ignore it? Like, what is the point in living if you don't go after it? You're not getting another life. Giving up is a very easy thing to do. It's very easy to say, oh, I've tried for long enough and nothing is happening, I'm going to give up. Go ahead, do what you want, but giving up is not going to get you anywhere. You will be rewarded. You will. It's all about belief. There is no hope. There's no point in life if you don't have hope and belief that something will happen, right? So freaking don't give up, and whatever dream you have, don't ignore it, don't put it away. It doesn't matter what your parents freaking tell you, it doesn't matter what your family tells you, it doesn't matter what your stupid friends tell you. If you have a ridiculous goal that may seem so far beyond reach, if you put your mind to it, you can actually achieve it. It's not as ridiculous as it may seem right now. So yeah, nothing else to say.